Hello, East Kentwood. It is so unfortunate that I'm here talking about the passing of Mr. Wehrlings, our beloved band teacher. You know, losing somebody out of our school community is hard, but it's even harder when you have the type of impact that Mr. Wehrlings has had on our school community and our band program. He's been a tremendous person, a positive person, and a strong person. Little did we know that he was fighting and struggling with cancer for the past 6 or 7 years. He never wanted anyone to feel sorry for him. He never wanted any one of us to even worry about him. You know, as a matter of fact, I gotta share with you guys the last text message that I received from Marshall. In all actuality, he was in the hospital on Monday, May 2nd, and I sent him a text message. And it read, "Hey pal, just checking on you. Let me know if you need anything." And he responded right back to me while in the hospital and says, "Thanks a ton. It's really appreciated. Sorry I can't be there." That goes to show you what kind of person he is, what kind of character he has. He wasn't thinking about the fact that he's in the hospital literally dying of cancer. He was more so disappointed that he couldn't be here with his students doing what he loves to do. You know, with that said, Marshall has left us with a ton of memories, relationships that are going to last a lifetime, and we will never, ever forget Marshall. He will and forever be a Falcon. Thank you.
Coming up on FNN, how one EK group is celebrating after being named one of the best in the country.
Plus, an EK student's work is being recognized at the state level.
And the story of one EK family and their special connection to the gift of life. Stay tuned for all that and more because FNN starts now. Happy Wednesday, Falcons. I'm Kylie King.
And I'm Emily Hansel.
Last week, students in Miss Winter's classes received a special visit from Gift of Life. Gift of Life is the nation's leading organ and tissue donation program, supplying thousands with life-saving organs every year. During the visit, Miss Smith, a current EK teacher, spoke about her personal experience as a donor family member, as well as what her son, Cody, was able to give.
He was able to be an organ donor, and he donated 117 gifts. And that includes the 8 major organs that you can donate, plus tendons, ligaments, bone fragments, tissues.
According to Ms. Smith, organ donors and families of organ donors are the real superheroes, and she will continue sharing her and Cody's story.
Because if I can stop one other mother from having to bury a child because their child chose to no longer live, then I've done something good somewhere. And I will continue trying to reach out to my students and to other people and letting them know that there are other avenues to take.
If you would like to become an organ donor, you can register with your state's donor registry or fill out an organ donor card when you get or renew your driver's license.
Last week, the Michigan Industrial Technology Education Society recognized 2 of EK's student woodworkers. Otherwise known as MITES, this nonprofit organization strives to develop industrial and technology education at all levels of public and private education. Mr. Franson, EK's woodworking teacher, chose Nathan Daly and Emiliano Morales because of their excellence in woods. Nathan lets us know how this opportunity fits in with his future.
I'd like to do carpentry or like personal contracting. So if somebody had a specific piece of like furniture and item that they wanted made, then I would make that.
Nathan brought home a 9th place, 10th place, and an honorable mention at the competition this past weekend, and Emiliano also received an honorable mention. Big congratulations to them both.
EK's American Political Thought Group wrapped up their season with a strong finish, advancing all the way to the semifinals. The national competition tested students' knowledge of history, philosophy, the Constitution, and more. Out of all of the groups in the country, EK brought home a 19th place finish, their highest ranking in more than 10 years. Brian Downs, an APT member, says he's excited about what the team has accomplished.
I'm learning about how our government works and going into the main details of your area of study. And there's also a competitive aspect where you're asked questions about your field of study by the judges, and you have to figure out how to answer those in an unscripted manner.
If you are interested in joining APT for next year, be sure to speak to Mr. Robbins in room 55 to learn more.
That's your news for today, Falcons.
Now let's pass it over to Jack Scrimshaw for his final EK Sports Report.
What's up, Falcons? I'm Jack Scrimshaw, and this is your final EK Sports Report from me. Conference meet season is here, and some teams are even getting ready for the regionals. Let's check out some scores. Kicking things off with a huge congratulations to the EK boys track team as they bring home the conference title this year. The girls track team finished second place at the conference meet. Girls tennis also competed in a conference meet over the weekend and brought home an 8th place finish. Meanwhile, girls water polo finished 3rd in district qualifying, and they'll be taking part in regionals this weekend. A few other scores from this weekend now. Boys lacrosse brought home 2 big W's. Baseball took care of Thornapple Kellogg, and softball had wins against West Ottawa and Wyoming. That does it for this edition of the EK Sports Report. Thanks for sticking with me through my final episode. Peace out. Let's toss it back to the desk.
Well, Falcons, that does it for this edition of FNN, as well as for our time behind the desk here at EK. I'm Kylie.
And I'm Emily. Make sure you follow all of our social media pages to stay on top of the latest news and events from all around EK.
On behalf of all of the seniors in FNN,
Thanks for watching us all throughout the year.